So, Miss Nancy. Grab the mic, right?
Hi, oh, you introduced me.
That's right. If you get a few house cleaning issues before I do.
Well, I asked the question since I know the most about your.
Yes. What Tracy? Tracy, you got that? Give me here. Huh? Okay. Yes, sir. What's up, bro? Good to see you. Hey, Queen. Still working. I'm thinking this to do hold the essay. Okay, let's put it on. That's YouTube. Tracy got the Facebook. So
30. First of all, I would like to thank you all for coming out. Let's give the candidates a hand for coming out. Often, when you're in a position like this, meaning that as someone who sees himself as the community, after serving 21 years in prison, I saw a need to be of service to the young brothers and sisters in the community. Meaning that we could no longer wait for politicians, legislators, pastors, and benevolent individuals to do for us what we must do for ourselves. Amen. So we created ex-cons for community and social change. It means two things to us. Not only does X represent the unknown, because we have a lot of unknown bodies in these prisons throughout America. Unknown individuals whose potential hasn't yet to be discovered or snuffed out. And we no longer, we X of everything we used to do. And we hope to be able to serve our community in the same capacity as we did when we was into violence and crime and ignorance. So thank you all for coming out and supporting ECCSC. Prison Reform and Social Justice Forum. And once again, that's the candidates who made it. Another hand. Real quick, I would like to do a little housekeeping. There's a few brothers in here that I would like to acknowledge. One being Mr. Randy Ryder. Mr. Randy, stand up, sir. This man, Randy, real quick, come on, so we can get this forum on. Come in, you got to say something. Real quick, he's responsible for House Bill, what?
5990.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Real quick.
What this means is that I'm trying to level the playing field for the ex-felons. We are the only group of people who can be legally discriminated against. Therefore, I have created a four-step process by which you can re-earn your citizenship and have your record forever sealed. That's right. What this will do is make it so that you, when you go into an employer, the only thing that will be considered is your qualifications or lack thereof, education level or lack thereof. We must become qualified. We can't cry about not getting something when you ain't qualified to get it. Get the qualifications. Let us worry about the discrimination. Thank y'all.
It's quite a few others here. Second opportunity, Augie. Real quick, Augie. Come in. This is my partner, him and Dan. Second opportunity, life skills training. What's up, bro? You made it. Good to see you. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna let Augie tell y'all about the program.
That's right. We're glad to be here.
What time you do on?
I did 13 years. I returned back to the halfway house in Chicago in July of 17. And I'm fortunate to be with a couple of guys, Dan and Joe, that have made this a reality. We're providing life skill and employment readiness training. But I understand, believe me, I understand what's going on. And I think the issue is that we need to look at things differently, because there are industries that are requiring employees that I know I was over the years locked up with thousands of men that would give anything for those type of jobs. So we're helping to solve a problem, and that's to provide quality employees to companies. And I think we view it like that instead of thinking that we're asking companies a favor to hire us. I think that's the way to move forward. And I agree with what was previously said. A lot of it has to do with finding the right type of training and education so we can be prepared for those jobs. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you. And I have Dr. Yates here. Some of you passed through those ones. So Doc, stand up for a second. He's a sponsor as well. Dr. Yates' company, Yates Enterprise, is responsible for he created the metal detectors, the wands, I would say that right now on course to be the biggest minority distributor of metal detectors and security wand and other apparatus. So let's give Dr. Yates a hand for his support. And Robin. So with that being said, I'm going to get on with the program, and I'm not going to spend any more time talking about ECCSC. We're going to let our work do the talking, and the candidates answer these questions. Okay. Let's introduce now our moderator, Miss Mary Jackson. Let's give her a tour. I'm not telling you about this body, she's a soldier. Ms. Mary Thatcher is a journalist, marketing and brand specialist in the area of field promotions, conceptual, political, and entertainment marketing. For the past 29 years, Ms. Thatcher has enjoyed a creative and passionate career in the music and entertainment industry. During her career, she has held positions at WGCI Chicago, BMG Distribution, UN Distribution, Universal Music, Def Jam Music Group, and George Music Room. In 1992, She formed on the street promotion and marketing, and later global mixed media in 2012. As a former managing editor for the Chicago Defender, her features have included reports on the 2016 presidential race, City Hall, hard-hitting investigation stories, business profiles, community stories, special events, entertainment, interviews that have engaged interest and feedback from readers across the country. Currently, she is the editor-in-chief of Bronzeville Life. It's a paper floating around. Did they get it? Ready to go. She's the editor. Great paper. A lifestyle publication produced by the Robert Segstack Albert Foundation focuses on highlighting the best in Black excellence across the Chicago land. So everyone, give it up for Miss Mary Datson. So I'm gonna step back, and she's gonna handle it from here.
How's everyone feeling? Thank you for coming out, because I know that this full room means that you care enough about your community, where you stand. Many of you are, ex-felons, ex-cons, but some of you all are family members of those that are re-entered our society. And there's so many different issues that we are going to address today. We want to make sure that we keep things at a very adult level. I know that some things might get a little heated in terms of the response, but we're all adults in here, and we want to make sure that our passion evokes energy. So without further ado, we have our mayoral candidates here who are taking the time out to address those issues today. And for those that are not here, you take away what you want to take away from. But I want to introduce each mayoral candidate, and then you have 2 minutes to just give us a little background about yourself and why you feel that you are worthy of being the next mayor of the city of Chicago. And we're going to start with Mr. Paul Dallas on this end.
Well, thank you. Well, first of all, I'm delighted to be here, and this is where it all got started for me, because when I decided to run for mayor, I had just completed a project for Sally Yates in the Justice Department. I'm looking at the issue of adult and occupational training in the prison system and the needs to address the issues of recidivism. And I spent about 1.5 years on the project, and of course we developed a strategy for putting the programs in that were needed, and then it took sessions about 90 days to dismantle them. But while I was working on that project, I visited almost every elected official who had executive responsibilities from the county jail to the county to the courts to talk about this concept, because I had seen extraordinary work being done in other states to address the issue of the previously incarcerated and restoring their economic opportunities. And it's not that the individuals that I connected with were not motivated, it's that it wasn't a priority, and they weren't communicating to each other. And I don't need to throw out their names because I'm not inclined to do so. But I decided, the only way that I'm going to move this issue forward, and so many of the other issues that we're facing, is to basically be the decision maker. And I'll tell you, it was my frustration, because after having spent doing major relief work in countries like Haiti and Chile, and being frustrated over the inability of any action to be taken, I said, I've just got to make those decisions, because we need to be a sanctuary city for all of our residents, and just not immigrants, but those who are returning who have been previously incarcerated. Unfortunately, we're not. So I want to articulate my ideas through the course of this Q&A. But I just want to tell you this is where it all began for me. We need action, and we need it now, because we have hundreds of thousands of people who are disenfranchised and need an opportunity. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Catherine Tycoon. I decided to run for mayor because I was a victim of police brutality. And my name is Catherine Brown D. Tycoon. And I was tired of being a liaison between the community and the police trying to bring unity. And I know one of the biggest things we deal with here in Chicago is safety. with violence for police as well as from our own community, black on black crime. And I figured if the city could get the head on right, the body of the city could function right. I am a resident, and of course, I feel like, just like I'm sure you do, that your vote is like an investment. And I would like for each one of you all to get a return on your investment. And voting for me as your mayor, you will get good government. You will get a person that has worked and labored in the community. Started out as a block club president, then a precinct captain from the 21st Ward. Then I became on the local school council, No Child Left Behind. Then I worked in, opened up my own organization as a CEO and founder of 20 seconds. So I just wanted to, and also been the teacher and principal of CPS as well. I also wanted you all to know that I believe that it's time to set our people free. We need a mayor that is going to focus on the black agenda so that we can have justice for all. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Neil Salas Griffin, and I am so happy to be here. I am home. So I grew up on 49th and Drexel, nearby. So this is home court for me. And I decided to run for mayor because at my Thanksgiving table, you have a family dinner, and you realize how many people in my family have moved away. They're not here anymore. So many of my folks have left this city. They've been driven out because of safety reasons, because of schools, because of lack of economic opportunities. And here I am, as lucky as can be, having grown up in Chicago in an environment where I became a tech entrepreneur. I was able to make millions of dollars and invest that back into my employees and my students and my community. And I was able to become a teacher. So I teach at Diet High School for the Arts over here on the south side, right off of King Drive here on 51st. And let me just tell you, what I've learned over the past decade, interacting with all these people in the classrooms and on the streets, is that folks just want their fair share of opportunities. And right now, we have leadership that isn't trustworthy, that's not transparent with what they're doing with your money. And I want to change that. So the number one thing that I'm here to talk about to you all today is making sure that the ideas up here aren't the only ones that get heard. Because I think the solution to Chicago's problems is in this very room today. So I want to get to know each and every one of you and show you what I can do for you to get you into a position where you can be successful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Good afternoon. I'm Deshaun Ford, State Rep of the 8th District. State Rep for the last 12 years. And one of the things that I ran on when I first ran was ban the box. Everybody know about ban the box, which tells you that the purpose of running was to make sure that I dealt with the most pressing issue in America, and that's the criminal justice system and a pathway back to citizenship for Americans. And since then, you know, we've done the work to seal records, microloans for ex-offenders to start their own business, and giving a voice to the issue of reentry. Let me just tell you, in Illinois, you could vote as a felon, and people still don't know that. That's powerful. To be able to vote as a felon in Illinois is something that we should use, because no matter how much America tries to hold us back, on the voting day, whether you're a millionaire, billionaire, felon or not, that vote is equal, and we gotta use it. That's why you see millionaires and billionaires coming to ask us for our vote, because they know how powerful it is. You know, the election to elect the President of the United States, Donald Trump got 65 million votes. Hillary Clinton got 62 million. The FBI reports that there are about 73 million people with some form of a criminal record in America. We can elect the president with the reentry community.
afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming out. My name is Bob Fiore. I was born and raised on the South Side. I was elected alderman of the most diverse ward in the city of Chicago. It started in Bronzeville, worked its way up over along the lakefront, Soldier Field, McCormick Place, Sears Tower, all the parking lots around the United Center and into East Garfield Park. When I ran, it was 76% African American. I won with 72% of the vote. I was the first white guy since 1915 because I beat the machine. And people were fed up then. And so what did the administration do? And all of them. They chopped up my ward, they moved me up to the north side after 2 terms because I was so vocal against Staley and against Ron. You know, in my first year, I started objecting to them tearing down the continuation of the housing projects, units that we had in the city of Chicago, CHA. And I would say, you know what? I'm not going to be here. Nobody's going to be here. Their great-grandkids may come back. That's why the people moved out. You know, yes, we got security problems. Yes, we got education problems. But the military-industrial complex, which I sent black people